Brazilian people are extroverted and we are introverted. That's why the tango is always very sad. It doesn't have the richness as Brazilian music has of the percussion and the drums and all that. That's because it comes from Africa. And we inherited the culture of Italy and Spain, and I would say more oriental. It's very introverted. That's why the tango is also always very sad. It's never happy music. the moment, 1955, in Argentina, the tango starts dying. The cause of it is that the music of Elvis Presley, Bill Haley, rock and roll starts coming into Argentina. And the young generation, 16, 17, 18 years old, they start getting more excited with rock and roll than with tango. They're not interested in tango. So they listen to rock and roll. Then the Beatles come in the 60s, and that's the end of the tango. But my music goes on, and the young people understood my music because it wasn't boring. Quilombo. Quilombo. This was invented in 1854 in Germany to play religious music, church music. They didn't have any money to buy an organ or a harmonium, and they invented this it used to be called bandoneum, and I understand that very many sailors play this instrument when they are on board. And that's the reason how it got to Argentina, and they started playing this instrument in the whorehouses. But the Italian accordion players quickly adapted this instrument to play tango because it had a very sad sound. It had like a velvet sound. The accordion has like a happy sound, and this instrument has really nothing happy in it.
How does it play? What do you do with the different hands?
Well, it has a left hand with the low notes. And the right hand like a violin. Like a string quartet.
Doesn't it play chords?
Yes. No, not in the single like the accordion, no. If you want a chord, you have to use all your fingers. We only have 4 fingers in each side, another finger to hold the instrument. And in the chords, you make them, each one. You can get 8 notes, a chord of 8 notes on it. I mean, it's rather difficult in the right hand. I mean, if you do a scale, you use this technique, and when you close the C, instead of being here, it's up here. It changes, and in the left hand, it has 2 techniques, completely different from the right hand. You do the C starts here, and when you close, it starts here. So it's very diabolic. I mean, the people the person who's interested in learning this instrument must be a little out of his mind. Zero Hour was composed when I used to work in the nightclubs and the cabarets in Buenos Aires. Every time we had a break when we used to play till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and at 12 o'clock midnight we used to leave and walk around the city that's always desolated, and there was nobody in the streets. The only thing you can hear is a siren of an ambulance or the police, and it was always with very much silence and only the footsteps of somebody who could be walking in the streets at that hour.